Welcome to FrightFest.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here for the 20th year?
Really great. This festival is excellent. And first time in England or London either. So I'm pretty stoked to be here. Still a little overwhelmed in case my glazed eyes and rattled speech doesn't tip you off.
Well, I have to say I adored this film. I thought it was so funny and so inventive. Tell me, this was quite a journey to bring it to the screen. Tell me, like, in a nutshell, how that happened.
Glenn came up with an idea for a movie that takes place in a car, sort of a bottle film. I'm from a theater background, so the idea of like a small stage story really appealed to me. But I wanted to take it in a comedic direction and include elements of like rideshare driver and sort of this buddy cop dynamic between the two. So it was his concept and then my story and script is sort of how it went. And then we started kicking around actors we'd love to see, and that's just something that we do like over lunch. We'll be like, oh, well, what about Bryan Cranston? Oh, well, what about this guy from local community theater that we know? And at some point Richard Speight Jr.'s name came up, and I think he was the first one that we were both like,
Richard Speight Jr. at a film festival in Oxford.
Because Roger, he's such a specific character, and if we hadn't had the right person in that role, like there wouldn't have been a movie. And so we sent him the script, and he liked it, and then we kind of put it together from there. So that's how it all.
Well, the chemistry between you two is brilliant. That for me is the heart of the film. It's just so funny together. I mean, what did you do to foster that chemistry and to make that come across on screen?
I think the main thing is that he's just very charming and a total gem to work with. I'm very introverted. I'm not easy to establish a rapport with, and he's much better at. We would talk together and sometimes run lines like when we were in hair and makeup or like between scenes and everything.
I love ideas.
He's very good at making people feel comfortable in a scene, and it helped that he did like the script. Like, this was not a paycheck gig because we did not pay him much at all. He definitely understood what Roger was all about. And if he was curious about anything, he would ask me questions and like about his past and his history and things like that.
So we're going to do some more episodes for that.
And seeing that level of care in it just made me really comfortable with just relaxing and being able to be in the scene.
I just thought it was so inventive because obviously most of it takes place within the car. What challenges did that bring up in filming? Because obviously you wouldn't have had a whole lot of room.
Right. At any point in time, in the back of my little Honda CR-V, non-sponsored, there were like 3 to 4 grown men packed in there where you don't see us. So yeah, but it was worse on them than it was on us. Like our cameraman Michael, there were times when he was like in the passenger seat, sunk down with the camera on his knees, and yeah, it was logistically insane. I was like, if we ever make Driven 2, the first thing we're doing is there's a terrible car accident and the car's not in it anymore.
Please make Driven 2.
We'll think about it.
Well, I think our time is up because I just had the shoulder squeeze. But congratulations on the film. As I say, I adored it.
Yeah,
so I hope it does really well for you.
Yes,
Yes, good to meet you.
Yes. Thank you.
Take care.